So tell me, what's your thoughts on the Lamont Roach and Tank fight?
Well, we knew Lamont was going to be a problem for Tank anyway, because we had Lamont in a couple of camps, and I seen his progression, I seen his progress. I seen him trying to do a few things that we were doing inside the ring, and I really think that experience with us, which was a much faster southpaw and much sharper, gave him an advantage. That's just my opinion. It's the same.
Mm,
It's the same thing like Tan said after he sparred Shakur. He said when they fought Earl, man, Earl ain't nowhere fast as you, man. You do, hey. So by him sparring against that speed, that gave Chance a good shot. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So I
Now,
look at it, huh?
no, yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I look at it the same thing with Lamont and Tank. Lamont came in and worked with us for a couple of fights. You know what I'm saying? So that was good work for him. So he worked with a real sharp southpaw. So it didn't surprise us what he was gonna do with Tank.
Mm. So, how'd you have it scored? Was a draw? Were you satisfied with a draw?
No, I wasn't. I think, outright, Lamont won the fight. He's more aggressive. I thought he landed the more punches, and when he got hit with the two right hands and then the jab in the eye and went down, everybody like he act like he didn't get hit with those three punches before he went down. That's the thing that got me.
Do you think that those three punches were probably the key of why he took the knee?
Well, of course. I mean, you used to having fists in your eye. Now you're gonna have some grease in your eye, and you're gonna worry about it. Which would you rather have in your eye, the fist or the grease?
Shit. I don't know. I never had the grease. I ain't gonna lie. I want to make sure I can see in the fight.
Hey, I guarantee you, you can live with that grease in your eye, and you're not gonna live with taking too many punches in that eye.
Yeah, yeah. What were your thoughts when he did take that knee?
Oh, I thought that was an advantage right there, a knockdown, and at no time between rounds is the corner man anybody supposed to step on top of the ring. Okay, that's supposed to be an automatic DQ right there once he stepped on the ring.
Right.
And then, even if you get knocked out of the ring, right? Nobody can't touch you until you got to help yourself get back in the ring. So I mean, anyway around you look at it, man, they found enough reasons to take the fight away from the kid. I tell you that much.
Now, watching and observing that fight, coach, leading up to a rematch, who would you favor? I mean, you see a lot of people seeing so many different things. Um, Corner talk with the coaches, seeing that there was confusion. I guess Tank didn't know what round it was. Little things like that. Do you feel? And then also at the end of the fight, Tank says that he made it more competitive than what it should have been. So those things that you see and hear, who would you favor in the rematch?
I favor Lamont because Lamont went further in his amateur career than he did. He had more experience. You gotta remember, man. Tank jumped ship. Him and Devin, and they went to Mexico. While Lamont was out here getting that experience, man, fighting against the top guys on his level. You gotta remember, man. Once Tank lost to Joette, right? And he didn't want no more smoke of the amateurs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And
mm.
you gotta remember now, Joette beat him in the amateurs, right? Joette smoked. I mean, Shakur smoked Joette in the pros.
Okay. So you're basically going off just off of the amateurs alone, not the actual first fight.
Actual first fight.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
looking.
I'm looking at the. I told you, man. Look, man. I'm gonna tell you. If anybody wanna really look at somebody, let's take Devin and Shakur first. Look at Shakur Devin's first 20 fights, who he fought, and look at Shakur's first 20 fights. Okay. Devon's had something about like 150 something losses. Okay. Now, let's go to Tank. Look at his first 20 fights. His opponents had over 250 something losses. I mean, has anybody been looking at that?
Mm.
And when Tank and them say who has Shakur fought, look at who he fought compared to who Shakur fought. That should tell it all. You go look at them first 20 bouts. Come on, man. You got guys with 30 something losses, 44 losses. Come on, man. You fighting guys like that you knocked out guys that everybody that they fought knocked them out almost.
So when
So,
hearing, so when
huh?
hearing that, so when hearing Tank saying that, Shakur and Keyshawn hasn't done enough, while you say that and you hear him say this, what does your thoughts? What's your mind frame look like?
My mind state is like, what they say they built fighters, people, they've been promoted, all of like that because they didn't fight their way there.
Mm, mm.
I'm telling you, man, if all these guys that you lost to in the amateurs, why you don't go back and fight none of them?
Well, do they have to deserve the shot in the pros, right?
Yeah, they out there, they been calling them out. A lot of the cats that beat Tank already and Devin and been calling them out, but they won't let you hear their names. Like my boy Dev, man. Dev moved up to 140. And he was so tough. The first thing I was expect he was gonna go get Hammer, the one that slapped the shit out of him. He won't
Mm,
even go near Hammer.
mm, mm. Now, at the end of the fight, Shakur, wants to fight Lamont Roach. He said, "I would like to fight Lamont Roach." Um, what's your thoughts about that? I mean, Lamont has really his name has definitely boosted. His stock has boosted a lot. Do you
Well,
think that's a good fight?
let me tell you like this here. I don't know why Lamont want to fight him. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, the sparring was it wasn't like the sparring was like close or nothing like that there. There's a big disparity in the sparring. So, I guess, since he calling out the names, he just want to call out the names. I have a lot of respect for the Roach family, because the grandfather, man, him was affiliated. That's how I met them. And I've been matching up against that no excuses program for a lot of years, and I never lost to them either. So I ain't worried about it.
He said, "I never lost over there." He said, "Never,
Yeah.
never." Wow.